Hello there and welcome to another video. My name is Jimmy Wikman, and in this video I'm going to try to hold my tongue a little bit. This is my 5th time recording this video, and I'm hoping that I can get through this one now in the best possible way, because it agitates me a little bit, this topic. So what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about is an incident or a situation that has occurred in the Atlassian Developer Community. And just to give you what has actually happened here, Atlassian have announced that there will be a new functionality added to Confluence, a native functionality to add tabs in Confluence. In general, that is a good thing. But since we have a lot of app partners that actually are selling products that have tabs either as part of it or it is their core function. This means that when you are rolling out a new functionality that basically kills or at least severely limits the possibility for you to make money through your core products, or to products or having products that will actually have their value limited because a part of the functionality is actually no longer needed. And this is something you need to do very carefully. And the way Atlassian have done it in the past is that they have obviously informed their partners that this is now going to happen. They have given them opportunity to try out the functionality and maybe finding new ways to actually capitalize on the new native functionality. And then when they release it, and the partners usually have had time to pivot, to actually change their business model, or maybe they see that they have other functionality than the native one have, so you can actually select which one actually works best. Or maybe you can add now a new application now that extends the functionality of this product that Atlassian is now getting out. This did not really happen this time, and it was done in a way that I don't know how to describe it. I think someone on Atlassian forgot that empathy is a good thing, that the term is partnership, and I think they also forgot that a lot of people don't work at this period of time. So let me jump into the article with you here and go through that one, and I can show you what actually came up, show you some of the objections or the reactions that came through, and I'll give you some of my thoughts. I need to take a deep breath here because, yeah, like I said, this is my 5th time and I get a little bit upset by this one. I don't like the fact that Atlassian is handling things this way. But let's just go through it now together, as you can see. So Laura here, and no fault whatsoever falls on Laura. She's doing her job. This is not on her. This is, unless she's the one who actually took the decision, which I have no idea if it was. But I doubt it. I think she was just the person who published this one and making sure that the partners were aware of it. So they are announcing now an upcoming feature to Confluence Cloud, native tabs macro, and just to show you what it looks like, this is what it looks like. I like it a lot. So the functionality here is great. There's nothing about this one that I, as a customer, is upset about, or as a partner who's selling these kind of solutions. This is great for me. I love this one. I will absolutely do videos when this comes out. And if we're looking at, we want you to have a clear picture of what's coming so you can plan your roadmap and keep delivering value beyond the experience we're building. This is in line with what they have done in the past. They're saying now we will add new functionality. It will affect you. We want you to have the opportunity now to plan roadmap and also look at what we are delivering so you can build upon the tabs functionality that will now be native, just as they always have. And then they describe a little what they're building, and a little bit of easy functionality here. So this alone looks great for me as a user. And they also explain now why do they do this, and no one really needs to know why you're doing it. People asked for it for 15 years. This is why people or app partners are selling these as products, because people want it, people need it. And they're also saying that this one will now go through Rovo and agents, all of these things. Great motivations why we're building it, and no one is really upset about this one. If I were someone who had an application that we're building on tabs, obviously this will affect my product, But if I can tie into this one, and I can extend this one now with new functionality, that would be a good thing. I just need some time to actually do it. So how much time did Atlassian give them then? Well, this is the problem, right? So if you look up here, you will see this was posted on July 1st. And this one will be released in July, early August. 4 to 6 weeks to pivot, investigate, build new functionality. That's not possible. No one can do that. And they're also saying then here that you should be part of the Developer Canary program, which many developers obviously are. But even if you have it available to you, remember, this is not done yet. This is not published yet. They haven't finished this one, or at least they haven't released it yet. So I'm guessing there's some testing still to do it, and they will polish it a little bit. So if this was done in March, and you got 4 to 6 weeks, it would be near impossible. Or I will say, let's go all in here. It is impossible to build a new product based on new functionality. You have no idea how it works, probably have unfinished APIs, probably not a lot of support in Forge and stuff like that. And you're going to give them 4 to 6 weeks in March. Forget about it. It's not going to happen. There's no way anyone will pivot that one. And to do this one and saying that, yeah, so you can actually plan your roadmap. I don't know what size of company you have when you plan your roadmap 4 to 6 weeks, when someone takes away your core functionality or a big part of your application. That's not a small amount of planning. Remember, you have to do marketing planning, you have to do product planning, you need to have new functionality tested out, you need to verify it. There's a lot of things that goes into when your core products or a big part of your other products are actually being affected like this. This is why in the past there have been longer periods, like 4 to 6 months, to actually do these things, not 4 to 6 weeks. And this is insane. Now, when you do it in July and early August, this is when better part of Europe actually have vacation period. So if you take any company, and we have refined in the topics here, for example, from Sweden, they are on vacation. The odds that I will even see this one when it's being published is slim to none. And the fact that they will have zero opportunity to actually do anything, it's just insulting, in my opinion. I'm getting agitated here, so I will slow down here now. Let's not do this number 6. So the functionality is fine. The communication is fine. The timeline is ridiculous. It's not even, I don't know who came up with this one, but it's the most stupid timeline I've ever seen. And giving someone 4 to 6 weeks to actually pivot around their entire business model and find a new way into a product they've never seen or heard of before this date. And obviously, people are not very happy about it. Remy is never one to be soft on his words, and he reminds them of how we used to do things together. So it used to be either you migrate, you either purchase the company or you have some time to do things together. But this is, just a reminder, this is not how Atlassian used to do it. And Remy reminds us about that one. Matti here is also a little bit frustrated, and the fact that they are still struggling to get things over to Forge to begin with here. So this is one thing. There are bugs still on Forge. There are functionality missing. People are complaining about that one a lot in the developer community. And now they're getting double punished here. So they can't get it even over fully to Forge, and now they're killing their business. So there was really no point for them to ever do this. And he's also like, you can't do this like a couple of weeks before release. This is not how you are treating partners. Therese here from Refined, their amazing macro toolkit here. Obviously, she's not very happy. And she's also saying that, yeah, they have migration blockers here, and there are functionalities not there, so they cannot even compete with this new native functionality, even if they wanted to. And they're also they're hoping now for better clarity on things, how things are done. Now, Nathan always have good things to say, and he thought his opinion, one of the opinions I touched upon here was that he thinks it should be lightweight core, and then you should have basically an application, a marketplace to actually tie into it. I disagreed with that one. So here's mine, and I disagree with him, and I said a little bit like, I'm not as polite as the other one in this one. I think this one is offensive. I think it is insulting to a partner or to the number of partners that are being affected by this one. This is deep breath again. Let's not get too agitated here. But Nathan reminds me very kindly here that there is a functionality. Actually, you have two. You either have it as an Atlassian native or you have it as Atlassian Labs, like we have for GitLab or Figma, for example. These are both functionality that are actually in the Atlassian platform, but you need to actually add them as add-ons to get them there, which is a great way of actually handling this one. I forgot about this one, so Nathan, if you're watching this one, super thank you for reminding me that this path actually existed. Because I said that, yeah, this is a great idea because it makes sense if you think about it. This is now a functionality that we want to have natively, but we also want to give the marketplace partners time to act. So they could have just added this one as a labs product. So it was there, you can download it, you can add it now in addition to Confluence, and it will allow then the app partners to actually compete on equal terms with it. And then maybe for the rest of the year here now, they can actually compete with it, they can investigate it, they can find new paths forward to actually tie into this new product. And then maybe early next year, or maybe wait even for Teams 27, then it could actually be brought in as a native product in Confluence. Could be one of the nice announcements that they have now on Teams. That would be a very nice way to do it, because that gives partners then the time that they actually need to actually adjust to this big change for their products. And we also had Lindsay here giving some information. He's also putting it. I think that Confluence is getting more like a walled garden. It's difficult to actually compete there, and I agree with that one. And sadly, I think this is the path that many Confluence partners that have applications for formatting things in Confluence will probably see this one in this year and next year, because a lot of the functionality to actually, I should put it, format and content in Confluence is probably going to be very high focus for Atlassian for this year. Because remember, many of the macros that we are talking about here now will not only be used in Confluence, they will also be in Company Hub and to some degree also in both your Service Management Portal and Customer Service Management Portal. So they need to have more formatting, and Confluence is moving more towards like a CMS kind of structure. So all partners probably need to look at their business model and prepare for that, and to make sure that they don't get caught off guard like this again. And David here ends with a very good point here, and that is, it's becoming a little bit unclear. It's a little bit too often Atlassian is doing these kind of things where they actually are hurting other businesses, their partners. And it's a little bit unclear what the road ahead is, because we have had some big changes last year on the partner side, and we are also hearing the message all the time that Atlassian is focusing a lot on partners. We are important, or I'm not a partner, but the company I work for is a partner. And then things like this happens and partners get screwed over, and then it's kind of like, what happened here? So the question that David is asking here is Atlassian a partner, a supplier, or a competitor, or all three? And how should that one actually be handled in a partnership that we're having? So as you can see, not a lot of feedback yet, and I think that is because a lot of people are on vacation, specifically at this time. And I think in mid to late August, people will pick up on this one again, and they're probably not going to be very happy about the situation. Now then, I absolutely love the Confluence team. I think they're doing great work. I don't know what happened here, but I think someone over there was running a little bit too fast and they forgot that the rest of the world have vacation. And I hope at least that this is an isolated incident. And maybe we haven't heard anything from Atlassian in these threads and they actually posted it. So maybe they are thinking a little bit about this one, and hopefully what they can do is work with the partners a little bit, delay this one a little bit, because we have been waiting 15 years for tabs. No one's going to be upset if they have to wait another couple of months to actually get this right. But just so the partners have the ability to actually counter this one or replan this one, just like they said. We need to have some time to adjust to this change now that you are basically taking our business away from us. So hopefully this one is an isolated incident and one that maybe they can push a little bit. So because I don't see that this will make or break Confluence. Confluence is an amazing product as it is, and we don't need this to survive. People are not going to abandon Confluence if they don't have tabs for another couple of months. But partners might, because when you mistreat partners, they don't want to stay partners anymore. And if they leave, it will actually dilute the product. So please, Atlassian, especially the marketing team there, or the planning team for Confluence there, you are so amazing over there. You're producing so many cool things, so great things for us. Please just listen to the developers here, the developer community, and your partners, and delay this one a little bit if you can. So it's a little bit tricky to be positive on this one, and maybe you can understand why I get a little bit upset, because Atlassian is a good company. I still believe that every time they misstep, it's an outlier, not their new path forward. So the only good thing I can come out of this one is that we will get tabs, basically. That's the positive thing. And for all those partners of you out there who get affected by this one, let me know if there's anything I can do. If you want me to show your products when this one rolls out and compare it to the new one, maybe you can get some attention so you can keep your products alive for a little bit longer. And you have my deepest sympathy for the impact this one will have on your business, perhaps even your organization. And I hope you can find a path forward to build upon this one rather than getting crushed by it. So that was all I had for this video. And even though it was not the nicest or happiest one, I still hope that you will have a great day and an awesome week.